Hello. We are live and direct, as Alex would say. And in this corner right here, we have the number one RF engineer in the United States. What's up, Zero Q? What's up?
Yo, what up, man? Good evening, everybody. Do we have anybody in the live chat? I can't even tell.
You can't even tell. Oh, no.
I just got the screen open and just us. You know, I don't.
Yeah, there's 7 people it shows here in the live.
Okay.
And that's pretty darn good, actually. Pretty good.
Cool.
Some people posting and stuff. Yeah, so we haven't did a tech live stream in a long time. I know people keeps hitting me up all the time. Say, Ricky, we need your live streams. We need your live streams. Too bad it's only like 10 of you. There's only 10 of you out there that miss my live stream. So, but of course, my channel is not found because of YouTube. Because of YouTube, my channel is not found. Yet they promote all these other tech channels. They don't promote mine at all. So if nobody knows I'm here, they can't watch me. So the only way anybody's going to be able to know I'm here is if you guys share the hell out of my channel to everybody. And that's the only way it's going to grow. If I can get a big watch fan base again, yeah, I might just do a weekly live stream again. Using StreamYard here, the free version, so I'm limited on what I can do. So luckily, I'm able to do what I just did, you know, the intros and stuff like that. So I can't do no banners. I can't do no overlays. I can't do all that stuff. The music still works. So that's a good thing. So it's $44 a month. StreamYard jacked their price up. They added a lot of new features, but they jacked the price up. So for me to just do an occasional live stream, I'm not paying $44 a month. But if I can get $44 worth of donations a month to cover the cost, I just might come in here and do you guys a live stream every week, especially if you share it, and get me going. Of course, you know how much I hate YouTube. Hate YouTube. They make billions of dollars off of all of us, and yet they only pay the ones that are like millions in views and millions of subscribers, all the famous people. All of us little guys, they don't give nothing. They don't care nothing about us, which I think is crazy because what makes big YouTubers big is small. Because you got to think, all these big YouTubers, they all started out with 1,000 subscribers, just like me, and they're big. They got lucky though. You know, their content made them rich and stuff. So I get kind of lucky. If I get late breaking news. Oh, we might get some late breaking news today.
Just if. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm saying if.
Ah, we might get some late breaking news.
Keyword if.
But
I don't think so.
Yeah.
So late over there right now.
The biggest news is probably certain people are going down the toilet.
Right.
Yeah, that's for sure. And there are certain kinds of people that makes our head shake. That we can count on. But anyways, let's see who's in here tonight so far. Let's go back to the top here. Let's see. We got, almost time. Share the stream, please. And at the bottom is the link to buy me a coffee. If you want to donate tonight, buy me a coffee. There you go. You get most of the money. You don't get ripped off and half of it gets taken from YouTube. There you go. Buy me a coffee. All right, so we have official Tim Tech is here. We got Skyrim Showtime. Yep, almost time. Yay! Tech Guy 32 is here. Corey's here, and he says he's back. He's back. Well, yeah, for the night I'm back. But there's a lot of tech shit going on lately. Lots and lots of tech shit going on. There's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of stuff. And, of course, I have a lot of opinions about it. And what's scary is most of my opinions and my research usually comes true. Ain't that right, Zircool?
Most, but
What did I say about AST 2 years ago?
Yeah, they're
Uh-huh.
good.
I did a live stream 2 years ago. There you go.
AST, man, they're I'm glad they got those partnerships with Verizon and AT&T.
Yep.
I think that's
They just needed the partnership and the spectrum. You're right. That's what made it happen.
Yeah,
I'm just glad that they seen the benefits and seen through the snow clouds.
Yeah, they got the
T-Mobile didn't see through the snow clouds. They chose Elon.
Yeah, they got
now. Elon has made a great satellite network for 5G home internet. Oh, he's did a magnificent job. But at the last minute, throwing shit up on a satellite just so that you can have messenger services. Now he cheesied his way into that. He just, AST's been working on this shit for 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
And their idea is amazing. Yeah, just to give you a little sneak peek here too. Look at this. This is how that image is washed out, and in the middle is kind of washed out. It's too oversaturated for some reason. But you see on the left the mountains over there. See those little dots? Those are spot beams. So this satellite can actually send a spot beam that copycats an actual cell site. So you take a cell site, a 5-mile circle is a cell site, depending on if it's on a mountaintop. If it's a mountaintop, it could be 10 or 15-mile circle. So it hits a spot beam to that area, and it focuses that energy, and it looks for cell phones. When it picks up a cell phone beacon, then it sends a signal saying, "Hey, I hear you, cell phone. Connect to me. So the phone then connects to that signal. And then once it's connected, now you got a data stream between that satellite and that spot beam down there. And you can have 15, 20 people or 100 people in that little circle, because it's got to, each one of them spot beams has a capacity of one cell site.
Think like beamforming with good uplink. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Beamforming. Yeah, they use phased array antennas. It can shift those beams as it's moving across the sky. Pretty impressive. So that one satellite is equal to like 10,000 cell sites. So can you imagine having 10,000 cell sites connected to the sky? And that's only when there's a person there. If there's no person there, if a phone is not even sending a beacon out, it's not even going to send signal to it, but it's listening. So it's receiving across the whole United States, but it only sends a spot beam back if a phone says, "Hey, connect to me. I don't have no terrestrial towers. I fell off the cliff, or I'm in an accident. I need help. Connect to me." So then it says, "Oh, okay."
That's called the UE handshake. What's called the
UE handshake. There's the technical term. There you go, handshake. Once that spot beam is connected, then it's got a solid data stream for voice, text, and video. Only does like 480 video right now, so and it's going to buffer a little bit at times, but coming from space, you really can't beat that. And only 20 megahertz of bandwidth on low band, that's pretty impressive. So that's kind of a little sneak there, one of the pictures there. So yeah, that's one of the topics we're going to talk about tonight is AST. We're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about Bluetooth 6 tonight. That's right. Bluetooth 6 is out. It's not on any devices yet, but I'm just wondering if the S24 will get it soon enough. I don't know. I don't think so, because I think the X80 modem has only Bluetooth 5.4 on it. I think so.
Right.
Unless they make some last minute modifications to the X80, which I don't know. But the X80 ain't going to be much better than X75. Just a little better. There's a couple key things. Continuous coverage on frequencies on the modem. But of course, it has to have the antennas to go with it. So if Samsung doesn't create an antenna module that will go along with it, then you're still got an antenna module that's only going to still do the same particular bands only. Michael's here. Hey, I'm glad over there, Michael, you stopped sending all that smoke over here in Las Vegas. We got sick and tired of it. Oh my God, those 3 fires, it was like over 100,000 acres between the 3 fires. The smoke was so bad it came to Vegas. When I went outside, I could not see any mountains. The visibility was simply 2 miles. And the air quality index went to like 175, I think is what it was. Yeah, it was very, very bad. I even have it on my phone here. The air quality index. Let's see, I'll show you guys. How far back was that? Oh, there we go. There's all the fires. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was bad. Bad. Okay, let's see. Where's the heat? The air quality right here. Okay, it's right. The one day it was like really, really bad. Air quality index. Yeah, you can see how bad the fires were. I mean, that red is carbon monoxide. There was like 1,500 parts per million of carbon monoxide in that area. That's crazy. I don't know how them pilots in those helicopters actually able to breathe with those fires. And then there you can see, well, the green screen's wiping that out. Let's see, where's that air quality? Oh, there's the picture of the sun. There's the sun. Oh, nothing but lines? Oh, great. Polarized screen's wiping it out. I don't know if you can see that. No. Oh, can't see that. I should just pull them up on my computer. How about the sun? There's a sunspot on the sun. Oh, no, that's not coming through either. Well, oh well. But the air quality index, see, is 113, 187. I think that was the highest it got. No, 194. Yeah, it was bad. 194 was the highest. Yeah, 194. There. That should come through. Yeah, there. That was our air quality index with the smoke when the fire's coming over here. It was 194. Extremely bad. And there's the numbers. 194 was the 2.5 particulate matter, and a 109 was for the 10. But yeah, that was really bad. So I'm glad you put all the fires out over there, Michael. I'm just glad you did that. That's pretty nice of you. So we don't have to breathe all that bad air and stuff. Let's see. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see who else is on here. Let's see. Can I join? Yeah, you can join a membership. Sure. Yeah, you can support the channel. No problem. And let's see. What's going on with the Gigamimo? Oh, we're going to talk about that tonight, too. Yep, we're going to talk about that. That's one of the topics. Are you excited for Gigamimo? There, Mr. RR engineer?
Yeah, I will if it comes out.
Oh, you will if it comes out? Well, how many times does something come out when it's being tested? What's the percent rate?
No, I mean,
huh? If it's being currently tested, what percentage of the time is it rolled out? That's crazy. You didn't stream for 6 months. I know.
Yeah, probably about 3 to 10%, maybe.
Yeah, that's about right. About 3 to 10% doesn't actually get launched. So, AST, it happened. They already tested Gigamimo on upper midband. It was a success. They're actually working on it enough to where the countries that have the frequencies available, they're going to forward this to a hardware maker like Ericsson or somebody, and they're going to start making devices. They're going to make full duplex Gigamimo panels for 7 to 16 gigahertz. But unfortunately, the FCC is stupid and dumb and a bunch of clown show. We will never see upper midband launched in America because of the FCC. So you can just forget Gigamimo in America. Maybe when Gigamimo comes to millimeter wave, we might see it deployed 10 years from now. But that's actually going to be considered 6G. It ain't going to be 5G advanced. So there you go. We're not going to see 5G advanced in America.
Yeah, for sure. What? I think it's what's going to happen. It's going to be launched on 6G on millimeter wave. I don't think we'll see Gigamimo on mid-band or upper mid-band. It's all going to be on...
Well, in some countries, it will happen on upper mid-band that has the frequencies. But we don't have the frequencies in America, and FCC is not going to make an auction. And it costs lots and lots of money to move people off spectrum. Because what the problem is all these spectrum, you have holes. You have like 100 megahertz here, 300 megahertz here, and you got 600 megahertz here. It's all scattered about the band. So what they have to do is take people in the center of what they want to create, take these people, move them up take these people, move them down. That's what they did with 3.7 gigahertz. They moved everybody up into C-band. Yes, that's right. They cleared the band, S-band 3.7 gigahertz. They cleared it out and moved them all up to C-band. Yet the FCC comes out and says, here's C-band. Fucking clowns. Oh, don't get me riled up here already. But that's what they got to do. They got to make real estate. So it's like you got a whole bunch of land out there. You want to build houses on the land, but what you have to do is you have to get 1,000 acres, and then you got to map it out. You got to divide it into blocks. So each homeowner will have their own block that they can buy. They buy their lot, build their house on it, and then they'll be happy. So that's what you got to do. It's pre-planning. You got to clear the land, put the real estate out there, and then you got to sell it. You sell the land, then people come out and buy it, and then they build a house on it. Spectrum is no difference. They have to clear it. They have to actually make the segment bands, the channels, and they have to auction it off. And then the carriers have to build their infrastructure on it. So it's a process. It's a very long process. How many years there, Mr. Zero Cool, do you think it takes from the time we say, hey, we're going to clear the land until, hey, the house is built and ready to move in? Spectrum-wise.
Well, it depends on a lot of factors, right? It depends on how many incumbent players you have using the frequency. It depends on as well as what it's used for. Is it used for
right?
Military? Is it used for civilian? Is it used for emergency services? Right. So that's another aspect into it, right? So
and a plaza.
Right. And then the third aspect of it is like, okay, how much do you need of that spectrum? How much bandwidth do you need? How much are you willing to give up?
Yep.
How do you like? What is the bandwidth to the resources ratio? Like, am I going to give up enough bandwidth to support the resources that I need? So those are like the three questions that I usually that's come to mind when it comes to reallocating spectrum and resources.
For sure.
That? Right.
That's very, very good. Congratulations. That was very, very good. So, yeah. And with upper mid-band, the minimum you need to have to launch this stuff, you need to have two. Well, actually, you can get by with one 1,000 megahertz channel. You can do that. And each carrier needs to have a chunk, right? So at minimum, before you even do an auction, you need to have 4,000 megahertz available. 1,000 megahertz for each carrier, the big carriers. And of course, you have to have probably another 1,000 set aside for like small businesses, like in small cellular companies that may want to get in a piece of the pie, like US Cellular, or other like private cities might want to buy a chunk of it and deploy their own 5G advanced system for just their government, get their own private network. So Las Vegas has a private LTE network. They have LTE throughout the whole city. It covers everything in the city. So all their computers are connected to it. So it's a private system. And that's what they have. They don't depend on cell phones. Nothing like that. All right, I'm looking for something here. Where? Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's what I want. Let's see. Oh, yeah. The upper frequencies. Did I have the upper mid band yet? Let's see. I think we got it yet. That's the non-terrestrial stuff. I was just going to show you what the channels were like all the way up there. I'm pretty sure I have something up here that shows what size channels it's going to be. But I don't see it. It's going to be considered. Oh, okay. It should be down here. 252. The FR frequency bands. Let's see. We got. Do you think AT&T should spend a year focus on the network and still do fiber, just not as aggressive because the network has been lacking? Well, if you got the money, you got the people, you should be able to tackle both. But if you have to prioritize one of them, then you should prioritize one of them. But the bad thing is, the very bad thing is, they have to prioritize the one with the most market share and the most money, the most return on investment. Do you think there's a more return on investment for wireless or fiber? What do you think there? Zero cool.
Wireless.
Wireless? No.
No, yeah.
No. There's no there's more return on investment on fiber, ain't there?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it's because the reason why that is because you can, I'll give an example. You can capitalize more on devices, right? So for example, a person
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah.
ARPU would be, you know, I mean, a $500 cell phone bill versus a $50 fiber bill. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
And for those people who don't know what ARPU is,
I know, right?
explain to them what ARPU is for those who don't know.
Average revenue per user. So basically, it's the amount of revenue you bring to the company as a single or user or family or what have you. So as you know, it's basically it used to be like in the mid 2000s, 2015, 2018 or something, that it was a 7-to-10 ratio, and now it's brought up to like a 10 to 10 ratio. So pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Usually people in the world, you know, will at least have 7, sometimes 10 devices, you know, some type of connectivity device.
Yeah, true. Michael says, you did good as Ricky Florida Keys. Just put that same effort and energy into your Las Vegas channel. Well, I would love to do that, but unfortunately, you know, when you're working so much and all that, and YouTube doesn't pay very much, and so it's a good hobby. I like doing it, but you know, when you're busy and you got to try to make it through this tough times with the economy, it's tough. Nobody wants to pay you, and they wanted to triple your bills, so it's hard. And I know it's hard for all y'all too, so that's another reason why I really didn't. You guys were busy working so much, you didn't have time to watch my stream, so my viewers went down, and you didn't have money to donate to the channel. So, and with YouTube not paying out, so then, you know, I was taking a couple $100 hit every month. So that's why I kind of slowed down when I got here to Vegas, because I just really don't have an extra 200 to throw into this channel and not get back and everything. So I know, and some of you guys donated, and it was great and it was good. And thank you for all those that donated, but it takes more than just, you know, 10 or 15 people to donate. So it takes quite a few more. Wouldn't that cause interference with cell towers on the ground? Oh, you're talking about the AST? Well, they've tested it. They come out with solutions. And think about this. The cell phone is not going to interfere with another cell phone tower, because guess what? It cannot receive another cell phone tower. Your cell phone is not going to interfere with nothing. The satellite is way up in the sky. And you got to think of how cell phones work. A cell phone is on a tower. The antennas are pointed towards the horizon. And of course, I know the Earth does curvature. So as you go further out, the Earth curves down. So the further you are from the tower, the more the signal goes out into outer space instead of hugging the ground. But they do have down tilting technology in these panels. So when you put these panels up, instead of broadcasting straight out, which means all your signals are going to go over top of the heads of all the cell phones, the beam pattern is set where it's slightly down, so that it goes towards the ground and towards where all the users are. And then it's got another beam pattern for the width too, so it goes out to the sides that covers each sector. So you got 3 directions of the tower: alpha, beta, gamma sectors, and then you got the signal going straight out. So think about this: if the signal is going straight out, it goes out to maximum 10 miles, and then that's it. because cell phone towers are not extremely high power. So the signal goes out to 10, if you're at a mountaintop site, it can go out maybe 30 miles if it's on a low band or mid band, but it does weaken it after it goes out of time. So that signal is going straight out. Now you take a satellite straight overhead, and now the beams are coming straight down to Earth or at a 30, 45 degree angle. Even at 35 to 40 degree angle, if you got a cell site here that's pointing this way, the satellite beam is coming this way, they're not going to interfere with each other because the satellite beam is going to fall short of the receiver of that tower. So this is all calculated, and if there's any margin of error, and these are very sensitive receivers since they're full duplex phased array antennas, they are very, very sensitive receivers. So if it even hears a actual cell tower, then it'll shut down that beam, or it'll reshape it. It'll move it, because you got to remember, all these spot beams are movable. So if the beam is going too close to the cell phone tower, let me get back in the middle. You got a cell tower here, the spot beam's here. They get too close, then what can happen is the spot beam will go like this. It'll move away and give it a buffer zone so that there's no interference. So it's pretty high tech. They've tested it. It's worked. They've gotten zero interference from any AST spot beam that was reaching Earth. So yeah, it's pretty high tech stuff. It's really cool how they did it. Hello there, Bobby Warren. How you doing? The problem is AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile use similar bands. T-Mobile wants FCC to allow Elon to max out the power on the satellite, which will cause interference to other carriers. See, the thing is, AST is using low band. They're using actually band 5, 10 megahertz and 10 megahertz of each company, Verizon and AT&T, as one 20 megahertz carrier aggregation together, or two tens carrier aggregated together. So you got one. Well, they don't only have to carrier aggregate because it can do a 20 megahertz channel. So you got one channel consisting of all of N5. And N5 is not going to interfere with any other N5 stuff because it's going to be far enough away. Now, what T-Mobile is doing is they're using band 25. So if they increase the power too much on band 25, then it can spill over onto band 2 that's being used for Verizon and AT&T and other carriers. So there's where the interference comes. And here's the thing. These satellites that Elon's putting up for this is not like ASTs. They're smaller antennas, and they have to blast it more in the area in order for it to work. So that's the reason why they're having the problems. And that's why they want to pump up the power, because they don't have the antenna space up there, real estate, to cover a site and then pinpoint the beam with the phased array beam to that particular area, not to cause interference. So that's what the whole problem is. And that's why they're going to have the interference. So that's the problem. AST was smart with the way they did it. And of course, AT&T and Verizon is not going to let AST interfere with their own operations, because guess what? They're all in partnership. They're working as a team. T-Mobile and Elon, they're not working as a team. They're on their own agenda. So they don't care if they hurt anybody else, which is sad. What do you think about that, Zero? Did I explain that again?
Yeah, I mean, for the interference portion, I kind of like to use the analogy of, okay, let's say you're the phone, and let's say you're on a hill. You have a small cell across from you on another hill. If you shout at it, you can pretty much guarantee someone's going to hear you. Versus, shouting up in outer space, you're not going to hear anything. or vice versa. So, but no, I mean, Verizon, AT&T, yeah, they're working in partnership. This is, when do we see this? We never see this. We never do. Yeah. And I think this is like the best thing since sliced bread. I cannot wait until those 5 Bluebirds are online. And
yeah, they're up there.
The service.
Oh yeah, I can't wait till they flip the switch. It's supposed to be January 1st.
Yeah.
First 2.
Right.
January 1st.
Right, correct. Yeah. So that cannot come soon enough. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Now they're gonna have limited coverage right now. The first 5 Bluebirds will go across the center. Let's see if I can get my mouse over. Okay, see this little
Yeah, I'm not.
thing here. This is showing you the bluebirds. All right, so see here's United States. Or guys, see right here. Wait, do I got it the right spot here? Oh, wait. Here, let me get my mouse right here. Right here. Okay, you guys see this? I don't know if you see this right here. That's one satellite right there. And then there's another satellite right here. Okay. And then there's another satellite right here. So the circle pretty much covers the whole country. But you got to be careful on edge cell of that spot of the satellite coverage, because then your beams are coming in at an angle, and you got more chance of
Ricky,
interference.
I don't know if it's your connection or what, but you're going extremely fast. It's just robotic. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure if it's me
Robotic?
or you.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I'm robotic. You know, my connection's good.
Good. Okay.
Mic sounds off. Oh, is it zero cool, or is it me? Shouldn't be me because I have
Yeah.
fiber
Can we
here
get
now.
like an audio check in the chat?
Audio check. Corey says you, but who's you? You got to say, is it Ricky or is it my sounds too fast?
Yeah, it sounds extremely fast.
Really? So the StreamYard audio is like screwing up. Oh, here, let me
Yeah.
turn it back on. It sure ain't my internet connection. I have fiber here. Let's do a speed test. There you go. Watch this.
Maybe
We got 940 up and 940 down.
I think it normalized.
That's
now.
what my service area is.
I think it normalized. I think.
Yeah, I muted myself and then unmuted myself. But yeah, this
okay.
during the so I don't know. It could have been StreamYard. It was in the StreamYard app I did it, so it could be Google Chrome fucking up too. But yeah, here's my internet. We just got upgraded to Quantum Fiber, which is a reseller for CenturyLink. Our ping is 5. We're paying 940 down and paying 940 up. And as you see, the 746 is a little lower. Normally I get 928 up as well, or down as well. But you got to remember, I got my roommates in the house. They're watching 4K TV. We're powering this live stream, so it's using up a little bit of the bandwidth as well. I got my security cameras going. So 746 down is pretty good and 928 up. So yeah, well, we're really happy with the fiber here. So it's a lot better than the Comcast crap I was dealing with down there in Florida when I was trying to do the live stream. So, but yeah, here's the satellites. Okay, so here's the line. It's pretty much almost in the center of the United States. Pretty much the center. So you got one satellite here. You got one here. There's 2. You got 3. You got 4. Then you got 5. So right now they put 5 up. So it's going to take 10 to cover this loop right here. So what they're doing is they're spacing them out so that they're kind of being stretched thin. So when we're between 2 satellites, then it's going to be, well, you know what they might do? They may stagger them like this. Well, no, that's not going to work. It'll work when there's going to be, how many orbits? 1, 2, 3. There's going to be 4 orbits total. And they're going to stagger them, stage them, say like this one here is over Alaska. And then this one's over Texas. And then this one's over New England. So you see you got a spot beam here. Well, not spot beam, but actual coverage of the satellite here, one here. So they're trying to set up so that there's 3 satellites within range at all times. So these are the orbits. But it's going to be pretty good. But one satellite can cover the whole United States.
I think they said
and
they
then you
needed
got
like
spot
30
beams here
or
and there.
something 30 or something to cover the whole world. I think it was, or some crazy crap.
And here's another picture of it from the bottom. You can see the those 2 big antennas, or the steerable antennas. Those go to the ground station. That's what links up with millimeter wave to the ground station as it's going over. So that's the backhaul. So it does the backhaul to and from Earth up to there, and then each one of these little antennas here, which I forget how many of them there is. Let's see. Oh, went too far. Oh yeah, here we go. The first generation Bluebird is this one over here. I think it's like, I forget how many panels. Each one of these panels is equal to like a cell site, and then it's got spot beams on it that they can spot beam to each in there. So the next generation Bluebirds, when they come up, is going to be 3 times big. So you're talking about huge antennas. So it's going to be a lot more capacity. So, and with this capacity, you'll be able to do a lot better, more streaming video and everything. So it's going to be very, very cool. So there's what that looks like. There's where the orbits are going to look like. But right now, they're going to have 5 of them going around the Earth in the center. So even if you're between the 2 satellites and your phone's not able to connect, once it comes in view, then you'll be able to send your message. So, but this is the Rocky Mountains over here, and see all these places, all those little things. Those are spot beams going to where there's no cell phone service. Now you see there's parts there where there's no spot beams going. That's because there's cell sites there. And then of course this big blob over here, this is Nebraska, I think. I think it's in Nebraska, I think it is. But pretty much that whole state has a lot of areas with no cell phone towers. It's very unpopulated area, so. But hopefully these pictures kind of show you what to talk about. This is up towards East Central Nevada when I went up there for the race. I went up there for the Silver State Challenge race and provided communications because they closed down this Route 318 for 100 miles. And cars were going between 100 and 200 miles an hour down through here for the race. So they totally shut it down. We did communications. And there was one cell phone tower out here. Let me zoom in a little bit here. I did a YouTube video on it already, so the video is live. I flew the drone around it. Now when I zoom in, it's not that clear, but they got a tower up, but no equipment on it yet. So they got a portable tower next to it, a temporary portable tower. They have satellite antennas with a battery bank in the building over here. So the satellite, or the solar and the batteries are providing enough power to run it. And then it has microwave backhaul through the satellite that's coming through there. Uh-oh. You popped out. Ooh.
No, I'm here. It's just, I don't know if it's your mic or what, but it sounds extremely fast and crazy. I don't know.
Oh, I was doing it again?
It was, but...
Yeah, mute. There, okay. Yeah, it's probably StreamYard. They're probably penalizing me because I didn't pay them $44. But yeah, that's where it was. Over here's where I was at. Like way down here. Over here. Right where this bend of the road is, kind of like right here. This is where I was stationed. Our checkpoint was right here to cover. It was almost at the end of the race, so we would. I had the fire department and paramedics standing by with me in case there was a crash and stuff. So, but here's the cell site again. Here you can see it. See the portable site right there. There's the tower. There's the portable site right there. Yep, just a temporary site, just covering things up. Oh, there's another zoom in right there. Yeah, there you get a little bit of zoom. Yeah, look at that. See, you have band 13 top on Verizon, and you had band 12. What was it? Band 12 and 2 down here on the other panel. Yep. Wasn't too bad of a speed test. Yeah, there's another picture. There you go. All right. Let's go through here and see. Oh, we didn't even say hi to everybody yet. Wow, just about everybody's repeating their stuff in here. If I ever move out of state, my choice would be Louisiana. No. You don't want to, if you're used to the dry desert air, well, you're not desert out there in California, but dry air. If you're used to dry air, if you go to Louisiana, you'll be miserable. I'm telling you right now. If you go from a dry climate to a wet climate, you're going to be miserable. Because me going from a wet climate to the dry climate, I was like, wow, I love this. Like right now, it's 96 degrees outside. It's not too bad. It feels good. Go outside, you're not even sweating. Sick of the hot, dry triple digits. Well, you're better to have triple digits, right, and dry air than have 85 degrees in humid air, which makes it 110 heat index. You do not want to go in 100 triple digit heat index. You don't want that. Zirkle knows. He lived in Florida. The humidity sucks, don't it?
Yeah, I mean, unless you're by like the ocean, that's not too bad. But yeah.
Well, if you get a breeze, but anymore, you really don't get much of a sea. But low bands are superior for long range coverage. That's true. Be glad when winter starts. I'm ready for mild temperature. Yeah. Well, we had some mild temperatures come here. Our nighttime has dropped down to 70 at night instead of like 85 at night. So now, as soon as the sun goes down, it's nice. It's nice outside. So for the next 3 months, it's going to be perfect out here. So, oh, you said wireless. Yeah, everybody says wireless. Okay. The mic sounds off. That's not good. Elon is shutting down. Okay, that's good. He needs to splatter on all that shit. He was just trying to make a quick money off T-Mobile. That's all it was. If he would have put the TLC into that project like he does with SpaceX and everything else, it would have been perfected and perfect. But no, he was looking for a quick money from T-Mobile. That's weird. You said my sound is too fast. I never heard anybody say that. It's crazy. Sounds garbled. Wow. StreamYard is really screwing up. I've never had this kind of audio issue. It ain't my internet because my internet's
Sure it's
perfect.
not your battery on your Bluetooth headset?
I'm not using my headset.
Are you using? I can't even see. Are you using wired?
I'm using my headset to hear you guys, so I don't get no backfeed. I'm using this studio mic. Maybe it's my studio mic. I don't know. Here it is.
Now we can't hear you at all, bro. Oh man. Yo, Ricky, there's no audio coming from your mic, dude.
There, I muted it. Bring it back.
All right, you're good now.
So let's see. Yep. Well, it looks like it's working good. Unless it's one of these features in here. I don't have the echo cancellation on. There's one that says reduced mic background noise. Maybe that's doing it. So I don't know. It's something in StreamYard's doing it. So, all right. So we'll go with that. All right. Okay. So we'll go back to that. Yeah, I'm going to stop monkeying around. Stop monkeying around, right? I love that little monkey.
It's back again, bro. I tried turning off the reduced background noise. Yeah, try turning off the reduced background noise in the StreamYard settings and just turn off all the settings for that crap. And
oh shit, that's crazy.
Hopefully it should work.
Okay, I'll turn that off. The stereo audio, I'll turn that off too. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you turn the stereo off, it'll just be.
There, I just turned on my Bluetooth headset, so the sound, my mic is now on the Bluetooth headset. It's going to sound like shit, of course. You know.
Well, actually, no, that sounds a lot better.
Really? So my studio mic is screwing up? All right, let me put it back on the studio mic.
It's possible.
Let's see here. All right, there. It's back on the studio microphone. Studio microphone. The door now?
Yeah, it probably will.
What?
I know it's a little blurred, but I think your Bluetooth headset is actually going to do a lot better job than your studio mic for whatever reason. So.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
That's crazy. All right, let's go switch it on there. Okay, let's see. All right. Testing. 1, 2, 3. That
Nope.
sounds just fine.
Nope.
Well, it's not on my end. It's on StreamYard end.
Are you using your studio mic or your Bluetooth?
Well, this is the Bluetooth. Maybe just the mic volume is too high. Maybe the mic volume is too high.
I don't know.
Put it back here. That's the condenser mic. Is that good? 1, 2, 3, 4.
It sounds muffled. Like it just sounds muffled. Like
Oh, let me just turn it down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
nope, still bad.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I would just not use your studio mic. I would just use your Bluetooth headset, to be honest.
What the hell? That's crazy.
All right. That's the Bluetooth. God, that sounds like shit. On my
Well,
end.
it sounds a lot
Sounds
better
horrible.
than it sounds a lot better than your studio mic. So
Are you serious? That's crazy.
unless you have like a monitor on that you can hear yourself, which that can have an effect on it. But no, your Bluetooth should be good though.
Yeah, I can hear myself. I have it set up my soundboard. I'm listening to myself.
Well,
And you said it sounds like shit.
that could interfere with it though. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, because the sound's going in my ear.
No, well, okay. Unless you like hearing
I don't know.
yourself.
That's weird. Okay, well there you go. But I'm on the Bluetooth headset. Everybody says Bluetooth headsets suck. I guess they don't suck today. I guess.
All right, you
I
should
don't know.
good now. Yeah, it should be good. So carry on.
Should be good now.
Yeah.
Carry on. Carry on. He said. Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. He says. Okay. All right. Let me get this off my screen here. That's what the kitty says. All right. There we go. Okay. So let me get rid of this. Okay. Here. All right. Mike sounds like it's halfway unplugged. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. That's the first time that's ever messed up before. Well, this is the first time I ever used the free plan of the StreamYard too. So I think it's got something to do with StreamYard. All right. So okay, let's carry on. Make sure it's plugged in all. Oh yeah, it's plugged in all the way. Yeah. Consumer saw you a few months ago. I thought you was already on that. Google Chrome is memory hungry. Well, it is, but my computer has 64 gigs of RAM, so audio issues back. Mike again. Yeah, sorry about that. It's got something to do with StreamYard. Fix this. Everybody's complaining about the sound. Okay, so hopefully it's good now. Now we hear you. Sounds better. Sounds bad. Sounds good. Sounds bad. Sounds good. So I don't know. Stereo mic is worse than your Bluetooth handset mic. Okay. Sounds better. Okay, hopefully that's good for you guys. All right. All right, so back to where we was here. Okay, so let's talk about this now. So if we ever do get GigaMimo millimeter wave, it's going to be great because see how big a channel you can do? You can do a 400 megahertz channel. So instead of like N261, which is what Verizon is deploying right now, or already deployed, they're doing 100 megahertz channels. So they're doing 8 channels, carrier aggregation at 100 each. But once the technology gets better, full duplex antennas, the GigaMimo comes out, they'll be able to do the 400 megahertz channel. So then you can do 2-channel carrier aggregation. So you got 1, 2 on millimeter wave, and then you can do 3, 4 on N77. So you do another 160 down there. 400 plus 400 plus 100 plus 60. That's pretty good. And then if you have an X75 phone like I got, like an S24, which does 5 carrier aggregation, then you could throw in one extra channel like band 2 or band 66 or something like that, which is only a 20 megahertz channel. Why would you even need to do that anyway? So, but if this was all 5G advanced stuff, then you really don't need those little bitty channels anymore. You don't need no more. You don't need any LTE or fake 5G. You don't need it no more because with a full duplex antenna, it will work. You'll be able to do 75% download, 25% upload. So if you got 1 gig up and down, or you got 1 gig capability, then you can have 750 down and 25 up. That's with 1 gig going to your cell phone. And then we got these other ones, the NTN. These are the satellite channels. N254, N255, N256. These are the satellite channels. That's what's being used for right now for iPhone, for the satellite messages through Globalstar. And then you go down here, we got the new stuff. You got some new NTN stuff. N510, N511, N512. It's all in a Ka band. 27 gigahertz, 28 gigahertz. Those can be a 50, 100, 200, or 400 channel. So think about this. What if Verizon contracts with a company to do HAPS, which is High Altitude Platform Service? Basically, you got a solar-powered plane, like a big glider, that goes up and flies circles up there. It mimics like a satellite. It flies a circle, and it has satellite. It's almost like satellite coverage, but it's HAPS coverage, and it's like 65,000 feet up there. Actually, 70,000. They're going to have to make sure it flies no lower than 75,000 feet because there's high altitude balloons that fly between 60 and 70,000 feet. So you don't want this plane flying into one of those balloons. So. And the other day, we actually had one of the balloons up there. I wonder if the balloons are still up there. Let's take a look and see if that balloon's still up there. Let's see. All right. Yeah, let's see if the balloon's up there. And that's another thing you can do. You can actually put 5G antennas on the balloons. So this is Flight Radar 24. Let's go look and see if there's any balloons. They were floating around down here. Let's see if they're down here. The balloons. Do I see any balloons? I don't see no balloons. Let's see. They was floating around Los Angeles area. This is live planes in the air. I don't see the balloons. Let's see. Where are you, balloons? Maybe they went back east. I say let's zoom out a little farther. See the balloons. Because they started over here in the Midwest and they went all the way towards LA. Maybe they're over Mexico now. Oh. And these balloons were transmitting their positions so they didn't get blown out of the sky. So unidentified balloons, that's when they all panic and think they're in the China balloons. So right now I don't see no balloons. I was hoping I can show you. Oh, there's one. You see it? There it is. Right there. There you go. There's the balloon right there. Let's see how high it is. 52,300 feet. So that's between the jets where they fly and where the HAPS would fly. The HAPS would fly 70,000 feet or higher. Planes don't usually go any higher than 60,000 feet. Very rare that a plane goes actually above 50,000 feet. I've seen a few planes go close to that 45, 46, 47,000 feet before. So this balloon started tracking right here. So I don't know if that's where it just started transmitting or that's where it took off. But that shows you the path of the balloon. It's up there at 52,000 feet. It's only moving 2 miles an hour, so it's just barely moving around. So, of course, it doesn't say who it belongs to. It says here World View. So it's a Stratolite balloon. So that's pretty cool. See, is there any more balloons out there? There was two flying around here the other day. Let's see. They usually fly out west or up in Midwest. Oh, there's a big plane there. That's a Boeing 747 right there. Look at that. I was right. It was a Boeing 747. Big planes. Oh, here's another one here. That's a Boeing 747 too. Look at that. Oh no, that's an Airbus 380. That's the Airbus version. Huge plane. This one looks like a 767. 777. There you go. I don't see any more balloons. I see some pretty damn big planes out there though.
Did you order your receiver?
Not yet. I need to do that. Yeah, I need to do that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
You slacker. You better.
Oh, there's another balloon. There it is, over Tuscaloosa, Alabama, right there. Here's a balloon. That's the Goodyear blimp. That's a Zeppelin LZN07-0101. It's at 2,000 feet, flying over Tuscaloosa. There must be a game or something going on over there. They usually advertise like at tracks and stuff like that. So I don't know. Doesn't look like it's moving around very much. But there's a balloon. Not a high altitude balloon. Let's see what else we got here. Here's all the leftover rain from the hurricane. Crazy. So there's a balloon right there. Let's see if there's any other balloons. Gee, I don't see any other balloons. Lots of helicopters out there. Lots of planes out there. Oh, look at here. That's a big plane right there. Boeing 767. It's Amazon plane, cargo plane. All right, let's see if we got any military planes. We should have some V-22 Ospreys flying around over here. Is that what this is right here? Oh, that's a CH-53. That's military. Oh, that's Thunder 12. Yeah, they're doing training. Sikorsky CH-53 Super Stallion. There you go. Yeah, this is a free app, you guys. If you ever want to download it, you can go to a web browser. You just go to www.flightradar24.com, or you can go into your phone, download the app. It's completely free. You can see where all the planes are. And when you're fighting forest fires over here, you can actually watch them do water drops. Like right here, this is probably there's a H-60. That's a Black Hawk. But see, that's LA County Fire Black Hawk. So they're still doing water drops because there's still some hot spots. So they're trying to make sure it doesn't go crazy again. So there's a converted Black Hawk to firefighting. Pretty cool. All right. Well, enough of that. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying here. Let's see. Breaking up again? Are you serious? It can't be. Can't be breaking up.
You sound fine.
Oh, okay. Let's say, hey, advanced 5G coming. Nope, it's not coming. Not in the USA, anyways. High bands are too limited on capabilities. High bands? What do you mean by high bands are too limited on capabilities? So what capabilities are they limited to, and what high bands are you talking about? High band, are you talking about millimeter wave? Speeds is not worth losing maximum distance coverage range. Well, yeah, millimeter wave in a small cell has no range, correctly. It only has 1,000 feet. But when you get this new technology, 5G advanced, or 6G, it will work good. If you use full duplex and you use 4,000 antenna modules, then yeah, you get 3-mile range and double the speed. Commercial flights cruise at 30,000. Yeah, between 30 and 38,000. There's a few Learjets that will go up to 40 to 45,000 feet, for sure. Boeing a little too risky flying on with their lax safety standards. Yeah, Boeing is having some problems right now, that's for sure. All right, so let's go on. Let's look at some other goodies here. So there's all your frequency bands. Some of these have been just updated recently here. Oh wait, let's put this in an order of frequency. Okay, here's lower frequency down here. So here's low band. Yeah, look, they just updated N29. Look at all these channel sizes going all the way down here. Look at this. 20 megahertz, 20, 15, 10. All these. Fake 5G, fake 5G. All this is fake 5G. You don't even get to real 5G until you get up here to around, let's see, these are all, what is this? N75, 1500 megahertz with 50 megahertz channels. So in Europe, they're converting over. I wonder what the catch is with this. How are they doing 50 megahertz channel? See, that's the only way that you can get fake 5G to work a little bit better here in the United States is if you was able to make a bigger channel, like a 40 megahertz channel or a 50 megahertz channel. Those wider channels would help. You wouldn't have to have as much carrier aggregation because phones are limited on carrier aggregation. 4, 5, and 6 carrier. Next year's phone will have 6 carrier. Right now, the phones have 3, 4, and 5 carrier aggregation. That's why it's important to have a newer phone right now if you need more bandwidth and more speed. Let's see, 1600, 17. See all these channels? Some of these are saying 40 megahertz channels, so I don't understand how some of these LTE channels are getting converted over to 40 megahertz channels. I wonder how they're doing that. Look at all these changes they're making here. They're changing these bands to 40 megahertz. What are they doing there, Zero Cool?
Oh, it's just you're basically just moving stuff around. That's pretty much all it is. So
yeah, but before with LTE, you're capped at 20 megahertz on one channel. You couldn't go bigger than a 20 megahertz channel. So how are they making it a 40 megahertz channel on the same tech?
They're getting rid
LTE.
Hold on for a second. Let me zoom in here.
This is all new. All these yellow is new. They updated the standard. Look at this. And it's not USA. These are all European frequencies.
Yeah, exactly. So
they did something in Europe with the standard to double the size of the channel.
Correct. Yeah. So basically, I'm going to use basically it's a lot of frequency moving in Europe.
Yeah. Okay. So they're moving the frequencies so they're contingents. But still, LTE was capped out at 20. What's the reason why you can't have a bigger channel than 20 megahertz in LTE? What's the scientific engineer reason?
Well, I mean, there's only so much you can do on a 20 megahertz channel, right? So
no, I'm saying, why is the technology capped and limited at 20 megahertz on LTE? Why can't you do a 30 megahertz or a 40 megahertz channel on LTE? Why can't you do it? What's the physical limitation in the hardware or software?
Well, so to be honest with you, they do have a 30 megahertz channel of LTE on 600 you can do. So they do have 30. I don't think it's a limitation on 20 megahertz. It's you can do.
Well, it used to be. That was the standard. LTE standard was 20 megahertz max. But now I see they're changing everything.
Right. It used to be.
So what are they doing to make it happen? Is it just a software fluke, or is it something hardware that they're doing to make it happen?
No, it's software actually, because your radio, right, your radios always have a frequency range, right? So your bandwidth parameters are set in by your software. Okay.
Okay, so you're saying the fake 5G software is able to make the channels bigger?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's what we do. Bandwidth upgrades. That's exactly what we're doing. So basically, you're
So
changing.
if we take a 20 megahertz channel and we make it a 40 megahertz channel,
Right, you're changing the
basically
actual. You're changing the
you're
actual.
not gaining
You're-
gaining any performance. You're just making the channel bigger so that you can get more spectrum per
You're-
carrier aggregation
You're
channel.
changing the channel size on your G Node B. That's what you're doing.
Right.
Your software. So,
But you're not gaining performance by doing that, other than being able to carrier aggregate bigger channels together.
you're gaining a bandwidth.
'Cause you're not get,
So basically,
you're
so
getting
look at it.
spectrum boost, but not performance boost.
Well, not necessarily. Well, I mean, with
It's not going
that,
to lower your ping or make your speeds faster or anything like that, because you're limited by your hardware, your MIMO and your hardware, and it's still single user 2x2 or 4x4.
basically
your hardware.
your bandwidth will allow for pretty much for more people to connect to your site, right? So it's more spectrally efficient. Right? So if you have a 30 megahertz channel, right? So which means you can dish out, based on customer count, based on propagation, also bandwidth, but based on those factors that you can, deliver a perform, the capacity that way, right? So it's like, I'll give you an example. Have you ever tried to, if you're at a cell site, right? That's only like, I don't know, like 5 megahertz of, or I'll just say we'll use the example like 5 megahertz of PCS, right? The further out you go, the more power it is. If you have like a 20 megahertz, you'll be able to use that frequency, right, past your given near field or far field area, right? So it means it's what I call more spectrally efficient. And if you have a 20 megahertz channel versus a 5 megahertz channel.
Yeah. But this is interesting. And then look at this. Look at N97 in Europe.
I don't like
look at this. This is SUL. This isn't FDD and it's not TDD. It's SUL. What is SUL?
Oh, was it something uplink? I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. Supplemental.
Uplink. Yeah.
Supplemental uplink. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Because look over here. See the upload? 2300 to 2400 megahertz. Download is nothing. Yep. So basically, N97 is just, you could do a 100 megahertz channel as a supplemental uplink. And that's crazy. Look, a 100 megahertz channel on 2.3 gigahertz, which is equal to what in USA? Band 30. Because see, in USA, we got N30. Well, not N30, but band 30. And it's 23 megahertz. It's what AT&T has, but it's only a 10 megahertz chunk. But see, overseas in Europe, they got N97. They got a whole 100 megahertz channel that they can use for uplink.
Can you do me a favor, Ricky? Go to band 23 for me. That's a 23? European band. That is the satellite European band, if they have it.
Oh, what frequency is that?
I don't know. That's why I wanted you to.
Oh, here, let me change it to frequency. This goes to. Or let's see. No, change it to this. The N numbers. Oh no, that didn't work. Oh, right here. There. This puts in the order. N20, 24. There's no N. There is no N23.
We got to find it. There is.
There is no N23.
There is. We just got to find it because it's actually in the S25 phone. It's a European satellite band actually.
N23. Yeah. There's no satellite band. It's a double-digit number.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's not N23. This is what it would be right here. It would be an NTN band. The NTN bands are the 3-digit.
It is NTN band.
Okay, it would be a 3-digit number then. It would either be 254, 255, or 256.
Well,
If it's
it's 23.
2400 megahertz, 1600, or 2100. Now you got more. You got N510, N511, and N512. These are the Ka band. So that's FR2 for satellite. This is FR1 for satellite.
There we go. So it's 23, N255, and N256. N256 would be Europe. It's N23. That's what it is.
Well, there's no global N23. It would be right here if there was. What frequency is it?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's possible that it hasn't been uploaded
No, I
here,
got it.
but all this information.
I got it. It is actually, for the downlink, it's 2180.
Oh, frequency of 2180?
Mm-hmm.
2180?
Yep.
2180. No, there's nothing listed here for 2180.
Hold on, let me see if I can get a better answer here for you.
Well, definitely N23 because this is all global standard, so this all has to be 3GPP standard shit right here. So, and this has been just updated recently too. So all this yellow is, well, you guys can't see it. I don't know why the yellow's not coming through, but it's all been updated just recently. But.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's 2180. Let me actually. Yeah,
there is no 2180 listed, so no 2180.
Here, I will show it to you. Here you go. We can bring this.
The only 2180 I see is right here. N65. You see, this is terrestrial.
Well, I'm talking about NTN here. So go to this website and you can.
Well, there's no. These are the current NTN stuff right here.
Well, I'm saying that pages that you had, there's missing it. So go to that link I sent you in the chat. You'll see what I mean, because it talks about those bands that you talked about earlier, the 511, 512, whatever the heck. So, and it also lists the frequency for the N23, and that's an important NTN satellite band, actually. So just go to that link I sent you in the chat. You can learn. So keep scrolling down, you'll see it.
And
there
23.
You go. Yep, there we go. 2180 is their downlink. So that is your part of the NTN satellite bands.
So that's new, just as of it's no. So it's not soon enough to get it anywhere. Okay, that's weird because see it says N23, which is weird because the 2-digit numbers are not NTN numbers. So that might be a typo. It's probably not N23.
No. It's not a typo. It is N23. If you look at the specs on the CAT S75 phone, which is a 2-year-old phone, it's a European NTN satellite band.
Okay, well that's weird that they do that because the 2-digit numbers are all for terrestrial.
Yeah, not anymore.
Now maybe it's like N53 for Globalstar, which is a terrestrial band supplemental for satellite phones to help for coverages when you go indoors. So maybe N23 is the same thing. Maybe that's a supplemental band for terrestrial coverage for indoors for a satellite phone. That's what I would think, because 53 is not listed here either. And like if you go up here to this other thing, if you go up here, 53 is it in here? 53 is, yeah, right here's 53 right here. See? N53, that's TDD, 2400 megahertz. That is for Globalstar. Globalstar owns N53. But it's not a satellite band. It's a terrestrial band to supplement coverage for a satellite phone. So when you don't have signal to the satellite, you can catch a signal on a cell phone tower, and it covers the gaps. So like if you go indoors in a building, it'll pick up. You can still make a phone call indoors if you're near an N53 tower. So maybe that N23 is used the same way, and they just haven't added that to the list here yet. So that's very possible. But yeah, that's some interesting stuff on here. 5G tools for RF wireless.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at that. See, here's all those bands. Well, that's pretty cool. They list all this stuff.
Yep. There you go.
Well, there you go. Very nice.
Yeah. I just want. I'm hoping that the Galaxy phone that's coming out will list every single band and turn it
You mean
on at least.
S25?
S25. Sorry. Yeah. To have every single band on it. Yeah.
Okay, so now the X80 modem that's in the S25 is going to be capable. Here, I'll just show you. Not just
Do you
say
think
it.
they'll turn
I'll
on the
actually show
bands
you.
though? Do you think they'll turn them on?
I don't know how Samsung's going to do it. I don't know if Samsung's going to have a full antenna module like they need to have. We just don't know what they're going to do just yet. So here's the X80. Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't show everything here. I need the specs. Here's the X80 right here. Okay, here's the, let me refresh it, make sure there was no updates. Here's the X80 page. Here's the specs right here. Now watch this. So, okay, where's that here? Oh, there it is, right there. See this? Right here. You see that? The X80 modem supports all global 5G bands from the frequency of 0.6 gigahertz, which is what? 600 megahertz, to 41 gigahertz, which is FR2, the upper end of FR2, millimeter wave. So the modem supports every single frequency. Now, in order to get that to work, it has to be dropped into a phone that has an antenna module that can do all those bands. Because there's two parts of a transceiver system, right? A radio system. As amateur radio operators, we know that you got two parts. You got the transceiver. It has to be capable and transmitting where you need it to transmit, and then you have to have the antenna. The antenna has to have the capability to transmit on all the frequencies. And how we cheat with amateur radio with an antenna, if we have all these bands, we got 5 frequency bands on shortwave we can talk on. There's no antenna that's actually 100% resonant and standing wave is current that will let you transmit continuously across from 1 megahertz or 1 megahertz all the way up to 28 megahertz. There's no antenna that's a continuous band, and because frequency is length. So whenever you're talking about frequencies and radios and antennas, it's length.
Yeah, wavelength.
It's length based. So the shorter the antenna is, the higher the frequency it transmits on. The longer the antenna, the shorter. The longer the antenna, the lower in frequency it talks on. So a 1 megahertz antenna is like hundreds of feet long. A 28 megahertz antenna is only like 15, 20 feet long. I mean, if it's 5H wave, 23 foot for 5H wave. If you do quarter wave on 75 meters, is something like 160 feet or something like that. That's quarter wave. So you got wavelengths too. You got quarter wave, half wave, full wavelength, all that stuff. So when you're talking about these frequencies, we're going from 600 megahertz, which is low band, all the way up to 41 gigahertz, which is microwave band. So you're going from a huge antenna down to an antenna that's about this big, little tiny antenna. So you have to have an antenna module that's able to cover all those frequencies, or you have to have multiple antenna modules. So if you have a tri-band kind of like module, so you have a module that one module covers low band and mid band, and then you have another antenna module that covers the high band, like the new frequencies, like 3.7 gigahertz and 77, And then you got another antenna module that covers the microwave bands. But even then, there's two stages to that because you got 28 gigahertz and then you got 37, 38, 40 gigahertz, which is quite a jump in length and all that kind of stuff. So that's why iPhone specifically takes an older modem, like an X70 modem. They made X71. They made it a modified modem. Basically, they modified it. They took the existing modem, they put a transceiver in there that's able to tune all these different frequencies, and then they have their own custom antenna module that's able to go to all those frequencies. And that's why the DSDA works. Dual SIM, dual active works, because you actually have to have two radios transmitting and receiving simultaneously using the existing same radios and the same existing antennas. So you have to have diplexers, duplexers, and all that kind of stuff to separate the bands. Because when you talk on two things with the same antenna, they have to be separated. And that's what they do. And that's why the iPhone works with DSDA. That's why you can have two SIMs turned on and it actively can switch between both SIMs. Samsung phones cannot do that because they don't have the antenna module and they don't have the modified transceiver in order to do it. The modem is capable of all the frequencies, but it's more than that. There's three different parts. There's the modem, there's the transceiver, and then there's the antenna module. So those three have to be combined together. So that's why you have better RF performance on an iPhone, even though they're using an older modem. If that makes sense. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody with all that. So it's interesting to see when the X80 comes out, what Samsung's going to do. But you don't have much room left over in these phones. There's no room left. Every space in this phone is accounted for. You can't add anything to it because there's no room. Now, when the solid-state battery comes out, the solid-state battery will have the same density and capacity as this one, which is 5,000 milliamps, because it's going to be a stacked battery, solid-state battery. So it's going to be half the size, but have the same amount, a volume of charging and storage in there for your battery. Once they do that, I think, I don't know if it's going to happen with the 25, but definitely for the 26, I'm predicting the S26 will have the new solid-state battery. It'll be a half the size, but yet the same amount of storage. Plus, it'll be able to charge in 10 to 15 minutes with a 45-watt charger instead of maybe a 65-watt charger. And then guess what? Now you created more space for another antenna module. And then so I'm predicting the S26 will probably have the solid-state battery, the new antenna module. It'll have DSDA, and it'll take full benefit of this thing here that's in the X80 modem. But by then, the S27 should have the X85 modem. But I'm thinking Qualcomm is going to completely ditch this X series modem. I think a new modem will come out in 2026. And it won't be, they're going to call it something else, name it something else. It's going to be a radical change for 6G. Well, 5G Advanced first. The first one will be 5G Advanced, even though it won't be capable of doing anything in the USA, but some of the other countries. So I think this new modem is going to come out, and it will be able to do continuous band, and then the antenna module and transceiver. If all that's matched together, then you really will have a phone that can do multiple bands simultaneously and do standalone 5G and do the GigaMIMO stuff and all that kind of stuff, the Super QAM and all that. Because right now, these X series modems are not capable of doing any 5G advanced, even though, what do we have here? Let me find it right here. Somewhere it's here. Where's it at? Where's it at? I'm looking for it. 5G advanced ready. I'm looking for it here. It's going to say release 18. I know I read it already. Okay, where's it at? I know I read it already. Just got to find out all these words. Let's see. I think it's funny here. It says Qualcomm DSDA Gen 2 ready. It ain't going to happen on the Samsung phone unless they do some radical changes. Let's see. Oh, not maybe it's down to. Oh yeah, here it is, right here. See, 3GPP release 17 and release 18 support. So what is release 17, Mr. Zerful?
Yeah, it's just a standard that the 3GPP uses for.
That's regular 5G. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's release 18?
you keep up with that stuff a lot more than I do.
It's 5G advanced. Release 18, release 19 is 5G advanced. And release 20 will be the final version of 5G advanced.
You know what's really gonna be crazy actually is that
Yeah.
all those 3GP releases, they're not
Mm-hmm.
just gonna include just the RF, greatness and capabilities. It's gonna include AI into that too.
Yeah, I mean this stuff's already starting to put it in
Right.
there. So
Right. It's all baked into the chip, but it's going to say, oh, now it's AI can
yeah,
do
it's right
this,
up
this,
here.
and that.
Look at this 5G
Or
AI processor right here. See it?
it's the worst.
Performance enhancement technologies. It says Qualcomm 5G ultra low latency suite, smart transmit Gen 4 technology, 5G AI, your favorite word, processor, Gen 2 with dedicated tensor accelerator, Qualcomm advanced modem RF software suite, RF download or downlink boost, Snapdragon satellite, Qualcomm RF uplink optimization, Qualcomm 5G power save Gen 5. Yeah, it's crazy. And it says they're still putting sub 6 in here. It's sub 7. I don't know why they don't update their stuff. See, even this stuff is wrong. It's sub 7, not sub 6.
Pretty
And
soon,
let's
with all
see.
the advancements, your phone with all the 3GPP stuff will eventually, with all the AI stuff, will eventually be able to
Mhm.
replace Viagra for you.
Oh no. Oh no. Sub 6 carrier aggregation. See, it's actually sub 7. I don't know why they keep doing this. Then we got, let's see, standalone. And then you got non-standalone. You got F plus F, ULCA. You know what that is? ULCA? That's upload carrier aggregation. FDD upload MIMO. Switched uplink. 3GPP release 18 ready. 5G advanced ready. See, this is all a bunch of crock of shit. Release 18 is only the first section of 5G advanced. Release 19 is the second set. And then release 20 is the final version of 5G. So this should read actually 5G advanced little bit ready. See, this is all lies right here. It's not ready. And they advertise this shit. They go 5G ready, advanced ready. No, it's lies. So the X80 would do 6 carrier aggregation. 6 downlink carrier aggregation. 1024 QAM. That's a joke. We can't even get 1024 QAM on any of the cell sites because you will not be able to do 1024 QAM on any cell site until you release full duplex antennas with higher MIMO. Because the only way that you can use a high QAM is you have to have a SINR, a low SINR. You have to have a low signal to noise ratio. You get too much noise, the QAM drops. Like you're on T-Mobile, you go more than a mile from the tower, you're on 64 QAM. You're not on 256 QAM anymore. Right now, the highest QAM on any cell site in America is 256 QAM. Even though the modem is capable of 1024 QAM, but it doesn't kick in. It can't kick in because the signal to noise ratio is too much. Our 5G network with the fake 5G and all that, it's too shitty. The only way that you could even get 1024 QAM to work is if you're within 1 mile of a tower or even like 1,000 feet of a tower. You have to have that good of signal to noise ratio. And with all the interference going out there, it's going to trash the signal. So in here it says you can do FR1 and FR2 carrier. So you can actually do millimeter wave and like N77 and all that stuff. You can carry aggregate that together, which they're actually doing now with X75 modems. So it can do millimeter wave and N77 now. Before it couldn't. It could only do LTE or fake 5G with millimeter wave. But now you can do N77. So there is some Verizon sites out there now that can do millimeter wave and N77 together on the site. Very rare right now, but that's what I'm saying. The whole and everything that's on the tower now is outdated. All these 64 by 64 massive multiple user MIMO antennas, they're all outdated. They need to be ripped and replaced. But there's nothing to rip and replace it with because the new tech is not out yet. Which is crazy. Everybody's adding these new antennas up there, knowing that in 2 years they're going to be outdated, they're going to have to be ripped and replaced. But they're not going to rip and replace because they're not going to have the money. They're going to skip over 5G advanced and just go straight to 6G. Because they ain't going to have no frequencies. And I don't think Ericsson's going to make any 256 by 256 full duplex antennas for N77 because nobody's going to buy them because they would have to rip and replace. So that's what I'm saying in my post on Twitter was it's stupid for anybody to talk about 5G advanced in the United States because it's not going to happen. It physically can't happen because the economy's too bad, it's too costly to upgrade, and there's no frequencies because right now the only thing you can do with full duplex is upper mid-band, 7 to 16 gigahertz. But there's no frequencies. The closest frequencies we have right now to deploy any tech on is like N260, 28 gigahertz, all that kind of stuff. These right here. This is what we have to do.
To be honest, I would like to see just do 6G millimeter wave and kind of.
Yeah, well, that's what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to have GigaMIMO. It's going to be on millimeter wave. That's going to be the first section. That's going to be that's going to be the early 6G. It's going to be on frequency range 2, and then later on, frequency range 3 will come up.
Frequency range some for satellite,
Oh, what's already here for satellite? The NTN. Here's the NTN right there, or right here.
No, I meant the GigaMIMO type shit.
Yeah, the GigaMIMO, and I think the GigaMIMO is going to come out on millimeter wave on the HAPs too.
Yeah,
like on these frequencies right here. Not here. These here, N510, N511, N512. This is 28 gigahertz.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if you put two 400 megahertz channels on that HAPS plane and you beam it to Earth. 800 megahertz, two carrier aggregation on 28 gigahertz. Can you imagine what the speeds would be on that? Especially if you have a lot of power and you have a 10,000 by 10,000 antenna module that's full duplex. Dude, you can get 1 gig speeds up and down on the ground on your phone using HAPS. That's what's going to start happening. Because it's too expensive to upgrade 35, 40,000 cell sites with new tech. It's billions of dollars. You'd be better off to take, $50, $60 million, pay this company to put their HAPS plane up and just put up an orbit in circle, a continuous circle. You can have 3 HAPS planes, one on West Coast, the Midwest, and East Coast. 3 of those planes doing a loop-de-loop there over those areas. And those spot beams will act just like the AST satellite, and you're beaming down N510 to the ground, and your phone's going to connect to it. That's what I'm saying. This right here, this NTN band 510, 511, 512 is going to be amazing. And it's going to be cheaper for the carriers to deploy than it is to upgrade 35,000, 40,000 cell phone sites. That's my thing, and I'm sticking to it. And look at here. Look at them beautiful little spot beams come out of that sucker. This still amazes me. So this is going to be the first generation, AST, and then the HAPS will be the next generation. Yeah, I talked about the HAPS before. Oh, look at here. Look, here's the space mobile right here. Look at all these spot beams cover Mexico. All these rural areas of Mexico where they have no service. Look at that. And even the ocean. So let's say that they're over in the ocean, you got a yacht over there, or a boat, or a ship, a container ship that's out there in the middle of the ocean. Now the spot beam can go down there and cover. So all the ocean, all the maritime areas are going to be covered with this AST also. So can you imagine? You have your phone, you go up on the deck of your boat, and you can sit there and you can make a phone call and you can make a text message from this phone right here. 2025 will be the biggest advance in cellular technology we have ever seen. It's going to be pretty amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm really excited.
I can't wait either. I can't wait. Yeah, and then the next launch, I forget when the next launch is, but they did these first 5 satellites up. Then they're going to put up another 5 satellites. So that'll be 10. That'll completely cover the center latitudes of the world. And then they're going to start doing the second belt, like across Canada and upper Europe. And then the other 2 launches, the other 10 satellites, will go to the south, and they'll start covering the South American countries. And then what they'll do is they're going to launch these bigger satellites, the big bluebirds up there, and they're going to put the big ones right across the equator. And the big ones will be a lot of capacity and be able to cover a lot more area. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Let's see. Let's go back to their press releases here. Okay, Bluebird launch 1 to 5. I'm just going to look here to see how many total satellites. I read it somewhere, as I'm just looking for here. Well, Blue Walker 3, that was the test satellite. Gosh, look at that. Isn't that crazy? Each one of these little circles on here is equal to a panel that's on a cell phone tower. So basically, a cell phone site has 3 panels on 3 directions. Look there. So you take 4 of these antennas here. That's basically like, that's 1 cell phone tower. So you start going here like this. You just start counting 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, each big square has 4 cell phone towers on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got 8 rows of 13, and then these other rows. But that's a lot of capacity right there. That's just crazy. A lot of capacity. Yeah, I can't wait for the other launches. I wonder if they'll launch any of them from California. That'd be cool. They launch them from California. Okay, let's see what this says. Look at that. This is crazy. Okay. Population 3.7 billion subscribers for phones. Our operations. Let's see. I'm just trying to find some more information. Well, that's how they're building it. Well, that doesn't have very much information. It's Bluebird 1 to 5, but it doesn't say. At a glance. Okay, here we go. Low latency broadband architecture. Let's see. So these won't be cable. It has low band frequencies, but later on they're going to add mid band frequencies. So can you imagine if it has like 4 or 5 carrier aggregation? So you got N5 or band 5, whichever one they do, and it starts doing band 2 and 66. Can you imagine all those put together? And maybe a little bit of band 14 and band 13 and all this other stuff. Can you imagine 4 carrier aggregation coming from this? It would be pretty cool. A lot of capacity. All right, let's see. What else was?
Yeah, so they need like 100, 110 bluebirds in LEO orbit just to cover the whole globe. though. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah. That sounds about right. Yep, exactly.
it's gonna be yeah, I just sent you the article on it. Yeah, it's gonna be a long time, which I read previously, right? So they got 5
Yeah,
up
it's gonna take,
now.
but they're loading the stuff up pretty fast. Let's see. All right. Oh yeah, here's an article right here. Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's see. They're running 6 months behind because of supply issues. But yeah, never. Block 1 satellites. Okay. Block 2 will also be needed to provide coverage in the most commercially active MNO markets. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there it is. 110 bluebirds to do global coverage. Yep.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. All right, so let's go to. There's not really new phones coming out right now. There's nothing. There's a Motorola there. I don't know what the deal is with that, but then
Is there any
these cheap.
phones with no AI in it?
Huh. Yeah, right. And then let's go to the article news here. All right, so as you know, the S24 FE is coming out. So it looks like a good phone. It's pretty much, it's not a flagship, but it's got a pretty good size screen. It's got the refresh rate's good. 4700 batteries, good.
Is that the
The only
only
bad
thing
thing is
that
it's got
they
an Exynos 2400. That's a junk modem, but it'll work for this junk network that we have right now. That's half fake 5G. 8 gigabits of RAM. That's kind of pushing it there. Depends on what you do on your phone. 128 storage is not enough unless you don't take pictures or videos. Let's see. The standard camera, nothing special there. And it's $650. So there you go. If you want a cheaper version of the phone, there you go. Iridium on track to provide standards-based satellite service direct to phones. Oh, looky here. Did you know about this? Iridium is also getting into the market.
Yes, I did. Yeah, they just made an acquisition. They just acquired um, a GPS based type company. So
Yep.
obviously, with their satellites, you have to provide the GPS for it. So they just acquired. This is back in 2023, I think, but they just acquired it for like I don't know, it was like $115 million. I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is good.
So
Um,
basically, what this says is this Iridium contract is tied in with Skylo, and then Skylo is going to turn around and sell it to Google and Verizon.
right. That's awesome.
So there you go. Now, because see, an X80 modem is supposed to be Skylo ready, so
Correct.
it's going to have a more. So instead of the carriers providing the satellite service, now you can download an app to your phone, and then your phone will connect to the NTN service directly, bypassing the, so you don't even have to have any Verizon service, AT&T service. You can actually buy Skylo service, open up the app, and then you can use the satellites from your phone. So you can do that. So that's another nice option that you're not forced to do it through the carriers. See, it says here Qualcomm will offer them soon. Yep. So they did the partnership. That's what's in the X80 modem. So if we go back up here and look at the X80 modem, it's in here. Where's it at? Let's see.
I
Oh,
wish
it's over here.
Viasat would get in this game. They bought Immersat. I wish Viasat would.
Well, they are partnered up with Skylo as well.
Viasat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, good. That's good.
So where's it at here? I know I saw Skylo in this modem here somewhere. Let's see. I don't know where I saw that. I did see it though. Let's see. Maybe it's up in here. I saw it. But yeah, this X80 modem is pretty impressive. Can't wait to see it come out in the S26 Ultra. Well, S26 phones, I should say. But yeah, I know it's in here. I don't know. I don't remember exactly where I saw it, but Skylo is in here somewhere. But that's pretty good. So when I was talking about how things set up is you got the Snapdragon X80 modem here. Then you got a millimeter wave and sub 6 gigahertz, which is actually sub 7 transceiver. So that's the transceiver I'm talking about. And then you got the Qualcomm millimeter wave module. So that's the antenna module here. And then you got the sub 7 gigahertz modules. And then you got the RF front end Snapdragon Satellite. That's for the second. That's for the offset for the Skylo to work. So that's the part you have. And that's what makes up the modem right there. So what iPhone has done, they've taken a Snapdragon X70 modem and is modified it. Well, they just rebranded it in an X71 modem. And then they got their own custom transceiver. And then they got their own custom antenna module. And then they got their custom, well, I don't know if the X71 has this Snapdragon style. I don't think it's in there yet, but they have another version of it. But by having the modified transceiver, the modified antenna module, they're able to do that Globalstar satellite stuff. And the failure of Skunky and Elon. But that's how they did it. But yeah, I did see Skylo in here somewhere. I just don't see where it's at here. But it says NTN ready. It says NTN Skylo ready. Well, here it says satellite, but I thought I saw the word Skylo in here. I don't see it. Pretty amazing stuff. This X80 is going to be kind of interesting to see when it comes out, for sure. And let's see. Okay. Suicide Lifeline. iOS 18 lets you use Matter home devices. T-Mobile launches new priority lane. Failure. Skunky failure. Google TSA testing new ID passes. Here's the AST news. We've been talking about that quite a bit already. T-Mobile tests wireless emergency alerts. Oh, God. iPhone 16 brings more features. Yeah, well, it's not that huge of a deal. It's not much better than a 15. A lot of repeated technology there. So I know they added the AI stuff. AirPod 4, Apple Watch Series 10, Cricket. Oh, Bluetooth 6. We was going to talk about that too. Okay, here, let's talk about Bluetooth 6. There, Bluetooth 6. What's new in Bluetooth 6? Channel sounding. You're finding devices. So let's say you got your watch. You got your watch. I don't have my watch on.
Oh,
You got your watch. You drop your watch.
Oh, no.
Accidentally in the yard. Okay? All right, so you dropped your watch. Oh, you got Bluetooth 6 in your phone. Okay. You just go on here, find the watch, and the phone will take you straight to your watch with Bluetooth 6. That's what Bluetooth channel sounding is.
It's like mesh on steroids. Bluetooth mesh on steroids. Ugh.
Yeah. Bluetooth low energy. Monitoring advertisers. Here's the biggest thing with Bluetooth 6. Guess what? All right, so you got your phone on Bluetooth 6. You're walking through the mall. They're going to have a Bluetooth 6 transmitter in front of the store. They're going to send over Bluetooth 6 to your phone a message. It's going to pop up on your screen and alert you. 25% off everything in the store. You just walk past it. Come inside.
That's how they track you and get you. That's how they're going to get you. This is why
So there you go. So now Bluetooth 6 is going to be tracking you. So you think AI is bad.
Your Bluetooth,
now Bluetooth
is
6 is going to. So now it's crazy. The shit they're coming up to. And the companies are going to make billions and millions of dollars off this too. It's crazy.
Advertising, yeah.
So that's pretty much what the improvements in Bluetooth 6 is, which to me doesn't sound very good. There's nothing saying it's going to have more range or more speed or more reliability. I don't see any of that. It's just all feature set. So not too impressed. I think they could have did a better job with that. What else we got here? Boost new promo offers free year service. Yeah, we can talk about Boost. Boost is actually going to fast track their sites to try to get 80% of the population covered. So that's pretty good. Google expands earthquake alerts. FCC will spend $9 billion to subsidize rural 5G coverage. Well, that's kind of crazy. They said they dedicated $42 million to building out rural stuff. Not a single penny was spent, thanks to you know who. I don't want to make this a political stream or anything, but the bad people running this country promised to spend $42 million to expand 5G to the rural areas, but they didn't spend the money. They didn't do it. Probably got sent to Ukraine instead. But now FCC is saying they're going to do $9 billion for rural 5G. So it's a new reverse auction. So I don't know how this is going to work, but this sounds like another smokescreen, actually. They're encouraging the deployment of 5G using Open RAN access. So they think it's going to make more competition and all that stuff. I mean, Open RAN is okay, but there is a bunch of issues with Open RAN deployment. And Boost had to learn the hard way with it. And now AT&T is actually learning the hard way of it too. There you go. Verizon launching satellite service for Android phones that support NTN. Here you go. And this is going to be Skylo. Verizon is partnering with Skylo to offer service. So Skylo is coming to phones next year. There you go. And it'll work in iPhones too. So it doesn't matter what phone you got. All you got to do is just have the Verizon service. It's going to be Skylo ready. It's going to use 3GPP release 17, was the very last year. Oh, the sun just set. Oh, it's dark outside. Nice. And then there's also, and then here's a second partnership with AST. So you got two options with Verizon coming up in 2025. You can use Skylo or you can use AST Mobile. Skylo-based service. Look here. So it must have X80 modem. So it has to have an NTN modem and an L-band antenna. The upcoming X80 modem includes NTN support and should have the L-band antenna if Samsung puts it in there. I really hope Samsung does make an antenna module that's compatible with this X80 modem and not just half-ass it. I really hope so.
They are. They are.
Okay.
Actually, no, they are for sure.
Because the X75 is not. The X75 is not
Right.
DSDA. The antenna modules doesn't support dual SIM active. So then the 24 failed it.
Believe me,
Huh?
you'll be really happy with it.
Oh, I hope so. So I hope the S26 does come out with this X80 modem, all this good stuff, because if that happens, I think the X8 or the S24 or S20. Did I say S26? I meant S25. Yes, 2025 is coming up. So the S25 should be a pretty amazing phone. And it's going to be worth upgrading for a lot of people. So if you got a 21, 22, 23, or 24, it's going to be a really good phone to upgrade to, especially if you're in a rural area where you have no cell phone coverage. It's going to be really good. It's going to be well worth the upgrade. And Verizon is working towards a plan to move Pixel 9 to Verizon satellite services as well. So possibly the Pixel 9 will also have all this upgraded stuff. And I think the Pixel 9 series is going to have the Exynos 9400 modem. Am I right about that? Which modem is the Pixel 9 have?
These are like the 5400 or 9400. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. Pixel. I looked it up before. I just forgot. I'm getting old. I forget stuff easy. Modem. Let's see. I think it's the Exynos 5400. Oh, where is it? Yep, 5400. Pixel 9 series
all right, I was
features the Exynos 5400. So what is an Exynos 5400, Ricky? I think I have it right here. Let's see. Yeah, and as to your thing, you said, "Oh, holy cow! Look at all these tabs you got open, Ricky." Yeah, I have like 350 tabs open. But the way I look at it is, why close a tab if you're just going to open up again? If you close and open the tabs each week, why even close them? Because if you close the tab, how are you going to find it? Well, you got to do go on Google and search for each tab that you want to do. It's easier for me if it's already up there. And my computer has 64 gigs of RAM. So I have plenty of RAM. I'm hardly using anything. So like right now, if I click on this right now, performance. Okay, so right now, my CPU, which is a Ryzen 7, is using 70% CPU. That's because I'm doing the live streaming. So live streaming takes a lot of power. So right now it's using 71%. Memory, I have 27 gigs of RAM being used right now. So I'm only using 43% of my RAM. So there you go. But yeah, my CPU's high. That's just because we're doing the live streaming. Plus I'm running 3 monitors. So that eats up a little juice too, because I'm running triple monitors. I got a 4K monitor, 4K 144, and then I got a 2K monitor that's 165, and I got the old 1080p monitor that only does 60 hertz. So, but I use that as my main desktop here. So, but for my gaming, I use the 4K, and then for my just browsing websites and watching videos, I use the 2K 165. It's actually a pretty good monitor. And the price has really come down on the 2K 165 monitors too. So, but yeah, I thought I had the X60 or X50. Oh, here it is, right here, right in front of me. Here it goes. Exynos modem 5400. Here it is. All right, so it's 3 GPP release 17. So it's not up with the X75 at all. So it's more like an X70 modem. So the 5400 is equal to like a X70. So here you go. You got let's see, 5G FR1. Let's see, 4x4 MIMO. That's good. It could do 380 megahertz of carrier aggregation. That's good. Now the X71 modem is only limited to 200 megahertz of carrier aggregation. So that is a big failure for the iPhone 16. It depends on which carrier you got. If you got a carrier that uses a lot of fake 5G and real 5G carrier aggregated together, yeah, that's going to be a big problem. But look at it. This has got 5 carrier aggregation. So you can do 3 100 megahertz channels plus 2 40 megahertz channels. That's very limited right now. So if you got T-Mobile, that's not going to be very good. Well, I mean, yeah, T-Mobile will work. 3 100 megahertz channels. Right now, there is no carrier in America that has 3 100 megahertz channels of anything. The only one that comes close is T-Mobile with N41, a 100 megahertz channel, and Verizon with the 100 megahertz channel of 3.7. That's the only 2 carriers that has one 100 megahertz channel. So the modem tech doesn't have to be that good because the FCC doesn't support they didn't have enough auctions to make it where all these frequencies are available. Now, upper mid-band, if they would just do an auction for that, yeah, sure, you can get 3 100 megahertz channels, or 1 400 megahertz channel, or 2 400 megahertz channels. And millimeter wave, let's say FR2, 256 QAM, that's what N261 for Verizon does, 256 QAM, 2x2 MIMO, and 1,000 megahertz of carrier aggregation. So Verizon does 8 channels of 100 megahertz on N261, 28 gigahertz. So this modem will work fine on Verizon. No problem. And here's your uplink. And there you go. So that's the Exynos 54. Oh, here's the 5300. See how worse it is? You can only do 800 carrier aggregation on millimeter wave. Look, you're limited to 200 megahertz carrier aggregation. See there? So the 5300 is not a very good modem either, of course, but it works for what we got it for.
Yeah,
Then you go back to the
sucks.
Exynos does suck, but now you go back to the 5123. Look at this. This is crazy. Dow Lake, 8 carrier up there. Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, just Exynos is just horrible. Horrible. Okay, let's go back here. Oh, look. Zero Cool. You can get your HMD Barbie phone in the USA now.
Yeah, that's okay.
There you go. And it comes with the Snake game.
I saw that too. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh God, that's crazy. All right, what else we got here? California Mobile. Oh yeah, okay. Well, Google launches new low vision Google upgrades its watch. Oh, that's the cheesiest looking watch I've ever seen in my life. What do you think? Cheesy? And the pixels? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the pixel.
I'm not a pixel fan either. I mean, I'm just not a pixel fan. Moto tags are out now. Look at that. How long have we been live? Oh, well, we've been live for 2 hours. Wow. Well, there's still 9 people in here. Okay. That's about all with the real news here. All right, let's see what we got going on in the chat right now. Let's see. Then we're going to look at some other stuff here. There's your news. There we go. All right, let's look in the chat, see what's got to say. I think, how far where was we at here? Okay, let's see. Breaking up. Okay, here we go. Commercial flights. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, why so many tabs open? Holy crap. Yeah, because I can. I got a supercomputer. Yeah. If you were to go buy this computer right now, it would cost you $5,000. Yeah, me and Carlos built it for $2,500. So when you build it yourself with the parts, then you do good. I have a GeForce 4070 graphics card. It could do 4 monitors, so I can actually do 1 more monitor. But 3 monitors is pretty good. So I'll get this one, and this one. So the 4K monitors are very expensive, so I don't need any more 4K monitors. So I think what I'm going to do is get another one of these 2K 160, because this was actually on sale for like $150. That's a pretty good price. So that's why I picked that up. It was $150, and it's 2K, which looks good. It's not as good as 4K, but it's very nice picture. It's very, very good, and it's 165 hertz, so it's very fast. So it's amazing. 2K 165 is actually really, really amazing. So what I may do is get another one of these, and these are all LG, of course. I only do LG monitors. Don't do any other monitor. They're all garbage. LG makes the best monitor. So I might get another one of these later on, and then put it in the middle, and then use it for my desktop. So I have 4K on my right, 2K in the middle, 2K on the left, and then I'll take this 1080p, which uses an HDMI, and stick it all the way on the left over here, and I'll just have it for my security cameras, so I can look over and watch my security cameras. But that's what I'm doing now. I got security cameras over here on the 4K side, so I can kind of watch out what's going on outside in the garage and everything. So yeah, technology is pretty amazing. It's computer technology is amazing. So yeah, I just cleaned up my computer. It was really dirty with a lot of dust in it, so I got a can of air and I blew it all out, and I upgraded the modem too. I got, let's see, I got a Wi-Fi 7 PCI card modem. You just plug it in your PCI, you plug it in, and then it's got 2 external antennas on it, and it does 4x4 MIMO, and it does pretty good. So right now, for my connection speed, my connection speed right now on Wi-Fi is 4 gigs up and 4 gigs down. That's my Wi-Fi 7 connection speed right now. Now we only have 940 up and down, but if we had a 2 gigabit service, fiber service, I could probably get very close to 1.7 gigs down and 1.7 gigs up using Wi-Fi. So if you guys need it, well, you got to need it first. But Wi-Fi 7 is amazing. So if you have the opportunity to get Wi-Fi 7, it's amazing. The range is better, the speeds are better, 6 gigahertz works better, and it's not as congested, and it's really, really cool. I can take my phone right now out to the street, which I did this earlier. This is on my Moto. The Moto has Wi-Fi 7. So I went in front of my house, like 125 feet away. Okay. 125 feet away in my front driveway. Did a speed test on Wi-Fi 7, and the Wi-Fi 7 module is up in the kitchen upstairs. It's on the 3rd floor. So I went out to the street, and this was the speed. This is the speed test. I don't know if you can see that. How's that? 903 down, 585 up, a ping of 9, loaded ping 141, upload loaded ping was 11. Jitter was 1 millisecond. So that's 125 feet away, Wi-Fi 7, up to the 3rd floor. So it's pretty amazing. It just blew my mind when that happened. So yeah, Wi-Fi 7. Remember, I did a live stream on Wi-Fi 7 a while back, probably a year ago. I think I did a stream. So it was pretty good. Wi-Fi 7 is amazing. My friend showed me a news article. By next year, Toyota County, Colorado will be getting a new area code. Oh, that's great. More area codes. 559 is running out of phone numbers. Yeah, they ran out of phone numbers. They added another one here in Vegas, too. I see the phone manufacturer just say when the band is not used in the country the phone is sold in. Doesn't Samsung have to pay Qualcomm for money to enable each wireless band? Well, the good thing about the X80 modem when it comes out is it's going to cover all those frequencies. So basically what they can do is when the S25 gets FCC certified, it won't be certified for each bands. It's going to be certified for the whole spectrum, the wireless spectrum. And they'll pay a fee for that, and it'll be all covered. That's what I'm guessing is going to happen. So this is the first modem that's had that capability, because all previous modems, like if we go look at the X75 modem, should be right here. See, ain't that crazy? I can go right, oh, that's the 80. There we go, 75. So, ain't that crazy? I can just look at my tabs and I already know where the X75 modem is. So that's what I'm saying. I have all these tabs memorized. So, and I have them all organized in group too. I have all technologies. When I do live streams, I have everything I need on one browser window with all these tabs. And then I got another one on here with my YouTube stuff and my Twitter stuff and all that other stuff. And then over here I got more stuff. So I have everything organized. But I'm kind of weird like that. I like to have everything organized, neat, and I just memorize where everything is. So the X75 modem, we lost Zero Cool. I guess it was bedtime. I mean, it is, let's see, 7, 8, 9. It's 10 o'clock over in the East Coast. So he's probably went to bed. X75 modem, if you look down here at the bands, see, it's not even listed. It doesn't even list the 5G bands independently. See, it doesn't list them. So here it doesn't list the actual independent 5G bands in here. So it's probably set up to be whatever a phone is being put in, whatever firmware and whatever countries it's designed for, that's the bands it's going to be put in. But all those other bands, like when we go in here and we look in here, let's look. Let's look at iPhone. No, we want phones. Clicking the wrong thing. Phone. Go in here, and then we click on Apple. 16 Pro Max. We go on here, we look. We're down here to the frequency bands. Here we go. Now we look at all these frequency bands. These are world phones. These phones are designed to work in the United States for the carrier, and if you go overseas to other countries. So that's why these phones are set as a world phone. So it has all the frequency bands that covers USA, Europe, Asia, as you see here. Here's Europe, Asia, and Africa on band number 8, which is 900 megahertz. Here's band 7, Canada, South America, Europe, and Asia. So it tells you where it is. Band 2, Americas. So you go down here to band 48, USA. You go band 53, S-band, global. That's the terrestrial band for Globalstar, band 53. N53. See there? And you go down here, you got I don't know why PhoneScoop puts it down here as N77A and N77C. That is completely wrong. It's N77G as in golf is what the equipment is marked for Ericsson for 3.4. 77D as in Delta is what's marked for 3.7 in USA. So I don't know why they do it this way. Then you got band 78 is in other countries because they don't use the shared shit like they do over here. They don't have band 48. 3.5 gigahertz in other countries is just like N77. It's a high-powered macro band with 200 or 300 megahertz of bandwidth. So band 78 is another, so it's a global band. 79 is only in Japan, and now China just auctioned off some. They don't do auctions there; they just designate frequencies. So now China is going to be the second country that has N79, which is 4.7 gigahertz, which is C-band. Yeah, that's correct. N79 is C-band. Band 78 is S-band, not what it says here, C-band. N77, S-band. It's not C-band. So, as you see, deception and lies. This drives me crazy. Then you go to 258, which is 26 gigahertz. 260 is 39 gigahertz. 261 is 28 gigahertz. That's what Verizon uses on all of its small cells nationwide. 260 is what AT&T uses, and also T-Mobile uses from millimeter wave, if you can find it like Pokemon. And then you got all your LTE bands. So, yeah, so when the device is FCC certified, and look here. Does it say here? Oh, it doesn't have the FCC ID. It usually does. It usually has the FCC ID like right here by the 5G bands. Maybe it's down here in the bottom. Nope, it doesn't. So, yeah, this is, yep, so here's satellite network, Globalstar, dual eSIM. I still can't believe the iPhone has a 20-watt charger. Unbelievable. Samsung has a 45-watt charger. So, like when you go to Samsung, okay, Samsung. Oh, we still got 7 people in here. So we didn't get very many viewers tonight, but hey, maybe we'll see what happens. I would love to do a live stream once a week. I would, but I don't know. We'll see. If I can get at least 40, 50 people watch me every week, yeah, I'll commit to it. If I can get some donations, and just to each person, if 50 people watching and 50 people give me $1, and I do 4 live streams a month, that's $200 a month. I can do a lot with $200 a month. I can upgrade to StreamYard. I can do, I can burn gas and go out there and do some more drone videos for you guys. Do more speed testing. So yeah, I could do all that stuff, but it's not easy. And I'm just waiting for the weather. Well, the weather's cooled down, but I'm going to bring these guys some live streams from the Strip, but I got to wait until January before I go to the Strip because that's when the concealed weapons license for Nevada comes in July or January. It takes forever. So, and I'm not walking down the Strip open carrying, which I can do in Nevada, but I'm just not doing an open carry on the Strip. Just not going to do it. So when that license comes in January, I'll probably just I'll do some live streams on the strip in this spring, but this fall I'm not doing no live streams on the strip. So I may do some drone videos, stuff like that. But all right, we're gonna go to Samsung here. Samsung A15 5G has 2 card slots. Slot 1 SIM card, slot 2 SD card or SIM card. Oh, okay. Ricky, what is your opinion, thoughts on FCC waiting to carrier? I think it's a great idea. 60 days? I think every carrier should do it. 60 days. Launching a rocket from California would not be allowed unless it's extremely controlled conditions due to fire. Yeah, well, they launch rockets all the time from California. Vandenberg Air Force Base. They launch rockets all the time. They've been launching Starlinks there quite a bit, so it's pretty cool. I can actually see it from my house. I can go up on my roof of my house, on my patio roof, and I can actually watch the California launch go. I would shut off Bluetooth at that point. Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean with the advertisement shit? Well, yeah. I think there's going to be a feature in there where you can go in there and you have to accept that, because I don't think they can force advertisement across Bluetooth to your phone. I don't think that's constitutionally allowed. I don't think they can make you do that. So we'll have to see what happens. But the tech is there if people wants to do it, But hey, if you're going to save money, if they have a sale and they're going to give you a special coupon 25% off, in these times it's tough right now. The economy's really, really bad right now. Everybody's struggling. Some people would probably be glad to get a Bluetooth sent message across your phone saying 25% off inside the store, especially if there's something you need in there. Now, if it's stuff you don't need, then it doesn't matter. Oh, that's my roommate coming up the door. I just see somebody come up the door. It's like, who the hell's up the door? And I was, oh, that's my roommate. So that's what's nice about having the cameras here. So yeah, I'm running the Reolink cameras. They're pretty good. The Reolink cameras, really good. Yeah. Zero Cool said goodbye because he had to get up early in the morning, so that's why he left. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got this phone here. We're going to end this stream here in just a minute. So here's S24 Ultra. Let's go down and see that. Here's the FCC ID. It's down there at the bottom. So that shows you it's FCC approved. When it's FCC approved, all these bands are approved. So it's all the USA bands and all the worldwide bands, because most phones are capable of doing worldwide service. So you can take your phone, if you got Verizon or AT&T postpaid, you can go to other countries. Or if you get a SIM card from these other countries and stick it in your phone, it can use these bands. So that's what's nice about these phones. So now they're not really an international phone. Now, an international phone actually has a completely different set. It's mainly like primary for Europe, and then can work the whole worldwide. So these are all the bands that it has. So there you go. Yeah, and look, the display's even better on the S24. 505 pixels per square inch. So that's pretty good. Yeah, S24 is an amazing phone. I cannot wait until the 2025 comes out. It's going to be pretty impressive. So what else? Okay, so we'll leave it to you guys in the chat. Oh, there's only 4 people left, so yeah, we're going to end the stream. Okay, so the last one's here. If you got a comment, post it now. If you got a question you want me to ask or talk about or show you, let me know. Because we're going to cancel the stream. I'll end it for tonight. So I know it's been quite a few months since I did an actual tech live stream, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Okay, let's see. Let me find where I was here. Samsung 25 looks like it's going to be good. Yes, I agree. Economy is rough, and Camilla Harris is too busy telling lies. Yes. Yes, I agree with that. I don't want to get political on here and stuff, but yeah, our country's going down the toilet, and I think a lot of people are waking up. Yeah, for sure. All right, so what else we got to do here? Okay, so that's it. I have no more questions, we're going to end the stream here. I want to thank everybody for coming to the stream tonight. There we go. How do you like that? I made that. That's the sign coming into the southern end strip there. RLV Tech USA wireless tech live stream. So I'm going to try to bring you another live stream next week. So we'll see what happens, see what my work schedule is. I know I've been working a lot of crazy hours lately. So we'll see what happens. And let's see. What else? Any last minute things? Thanks for the live stream. Oh, you're quite welcome. Very welcome, man. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And make sure you share this too. Share this with all your Facebook friends, your YouTube friends. Just share this everywhere so that people can see that I'm doing some live streams again. We just got to get things up. We need to get at least 40, 50 people watching each night. Make it good. And SMT didn't make it tonight, but he's a busy guy too. But we had Zero Cool here, so that was great. It's great having Zero Cool here as a co-host. Carlos was working. He wasn't able to show up either. So, but that's okay. And sorry for the powered by StreamYard thing up there. But like I said, I got the free version of StreamYard. This is only 720p too. So you guys didn't get 1080p tonight. So you got 720p. That's as good as you got. So, but like I said, if I can get at least $50 a month in donations, I will pay $44 to upgrade the StreamYard back to 1080p and all the other good stuff. And plus, I was thinking if I go full time back with YouTube again, I will do the OBS possibly. So I might do the OBS. So, and then I don't have to pay StreamYard. But StreamYard is a pretty good value for what you get. It's pretty amazing. So, but yeah, glad to see you guys back. And if any questions, make sure you follow on Twitter. That's where I post everything. So if I'm going to do a live stream, I post it on Twitter. I do speed test on Twitter. I post the drone videos on there. So whenever I'm going to get ready to do that, where's this? Oh, clicked the wrong thing. And there is the Twitter. So if you haven't subscribed to Twitter, there it is. RLV_tech. And let's see, I can even post it in here too. Let's see. No. Click the wrong thing. Home. Wait a minute. Why ain't I logged in? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Here, I'll post it in the chat for you guys too, so you'll have it in the chat. In the chat. Well, there you go. In the chat. Chat. And if you have any topics you want me to do a live stream about, anything you want to talk about, yeah. Just send me a direct message. Or just drop it in the comments of the video here. In the comments of the video, drop it in there. And that's it. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you later. Let me play you guys some drone comments for you, or drone videos for you. There we go. That's the best part of the thing, showing you guys some drone videos there. So, all right. So, good night to all, and see you next time.